everybody, what is going on today? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys the fastest way that you can parallel your cards here in MLB The Show 23. We're going to talk about it and go over why that's a beneficial thing here for your squad in the game this year as well. And you guys, do me a favor here right before we get into it. Make sure to smash that like button for me right there. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. You guys, make sure you got those notifications on also so you always know when we're live here on the channel, when videos are posted, and when I've got shorts uploading here on the channel so you never miss out on all this great content we've got here for MLB The Show 23. You guys can also catch me here this morning as we hop back into ranked seasons with this squad, trying to grind on our way to get to World Series, man, trying to reach that 900 mark here in MLB The Show. All right, let's go ahead and go over all of this stuff with parallels and how you guys can make it work the best and quickest way for you. But first, a quick word from our sponsor. Hey, everybody, I want you to join me in welcoming our newest partner here on the channel in Neuro Energy. Neuro Energy is a type of gum and mint that is offered here to help you curb those energy cravings that you might need throughout the day. If you're tired of coffee and energy drinks that give you the jitters or give you those crashes or a lot of unnecessary pee breaks throughout the day, this might be the way to go for you. You can also avoid the bad breath, the sugar, and the calories associated with all of those energy drinks. Also, a big cost savings too. With Neuro Energy, you're going to get a long-lasting, great taste in a variety of flamboyant flavors, smooth boost, and no side effects here for your energy. Freshens your breath noticeably throughout the day as well, and the convenience of carrying it anytime and anywhere with no sugar or no calories here in the product. Make sure to check out Neuro Mints and Gum today by clicking the link at the top of the description or scanning the QR code that you see on your screen for up to 20% off all products here. Make sure to check them out because I've been trying them and I love them. I'm sure you will too. All right, you guys, so here we are inside of our Manage Squad screen. We're taking a look here at one of our cards. This is a card that I got to P5 here today live on the stream while we were playing. I'm going to talk about here with you guys now the fastest way that you can do this exact same thing. And first, though, let's cover exactly what parallels do for your cards, all right? So a parallel, as you get to the parallel points with your cards, and you see it right here as they go through. You get the first parallel at 500 points of PXP, the second one at 1250, the third at 3000, the fourth at 5000. But when you get to 4, you're only halfway there. You got to get a whole another 5000 points to get to the parallel 5. Every time you reach one of these parallels, what it does for your card is all of the attributes completely across the board raise up 1 point. So every one of these attributes that you see here on the screen will go up 1 full point. So you can raise all of your cards up a total of 5 points, making them effectively better and more efficient at being able to get outs or get hits or be just more successful overall in MLB The Show, all right? So it is very important to be able to do because it's a grind. It is a little bit of grind, but it'll make the card better. And why wouldn't you want to use the best possible card of each, or the best version of each card that you possibly can here in the game? Because that just makes it your success rates a little bit better as you go throughout using these cards. So the fastest way to be able to do this, and pitchers and hitters are a little bit different. If we take a look at this here, if you look at pitchers, it'll show you on the pitcher cards exactly how you earn your parallel XP down here in the bottom screen. When you do play online, you get 1.5 times PXP. So you do get a little bit of a multiplier boost. It's actually going to make it a little bit easier to get them done. So the more you play online, you can get them parallel just a little bit faster. When you play offline in Conquest, Play versus CPU games, or mini seasons, those are the 3 modes that it works in. You actually only get just the single parallel digits. You don't get any multiplier on it. But like I said, that 1.5 multiplayer is in ranked, events, and battle royale. So those are the 3 places that those are affecting the cards there. Now, with your hitters, when you go to actually hitters here, and we're going to go look up at a hitter card here right quick. Let's go take a look at this Ketel Marte. I've got it up to P4 right now. When you go over to parallels for that one, it shows over here how you earn the parallel XP for it. It's going to be the same as the pitchers as far as the multipliers go, but you're going to get 10 points for plate appearances, 5 for a single, 10 for a double, so on and so forth. You guys see how this little graph down here or little key kind of works for it. And the points, it's a little different. Obviously, you get the points for different things for the pitchers, but it's a little bit quicker to do pitchers than it is to do hitters. You can earn about 700 or more points if you pitch complete games with your pitchers playing in an offline Play versus CPU game in a 9-inning game. So the best way to do the pitchers is just to hop into play versus CPU. Play versus CPU, just put it on rookie, try to get as many strikeouts as you possibly can. A lot of times you'll have events that are going on if you happen to be an online player can help and be very beneficial for you to get those cards paralleled because like I said, that multiplier helps out quite a bit. In giving you a little bit of half more of the points than you would actually get if you're playing offline. But for hitters, it's a little bit limited on what you can do. I wish that they would have added possibly assists and putouts when they make outs here on the field to give you points. It's not something they did, so it does take a little bit longer to do them. A lot of the missions that you have that are PXP missions in the game, those are going to be a little bit lower overall numbers that you have to achieve for hitters than you do pitchers, just because those pitchers are easier to earn. So at least they kind of give you that little window and brief way to be able to do it. The fastest way though for hitters in general, is actually not playing necessarily online. Even though you're going to get that multiplier, your success rates may be online. Unless you're a god tier player, your success rates are going to be a little bit lower than they will be if you're playing offline, because you can judge the difficulty and change the difficulty depending, to make it a little easier for yourself. Now, I get asked a lot of questions here, and I'm going to tell you guys the game mode to actually hop into with your hitters to be able to do this very fast. But I get asked a lot of questions here on the channel about, is it actually faster if I do it on a higher difficulty? If I do it on like All-Star or Hall of Fame, do I get more points? You do get a little bit of a multiplier for playing on harder difficulties. However, if you play on like All-Star or Hall of Fame for those games, you may not, let's say you're playing a 9-inning game, all right, just for reference here, you're playing a 9-inning game or even a 3-inning game in like mini seasons or Conquest. You might get a handful of at-bats, you might get maybe 3 or 4 at-bats. Playing on a higher difficulty. But when you play on rookie or whatever difficulty you are the most successful on, you're actually going to get better success out of the hits that you get. So obviously you get more points for a home run if you actually happen to hit more home runs than you do playing on rookie, as opposed to playing on maybe All-Star or Hall of Fame or Legend or God knows whatever whatever. If you want to go up that high to them, you're not going to probably get, maybe if you get a home run, you might get a base hit. You're probably not going to hit a chance at like you would on rookie at getting like 3-4 home runs with an individual player. So you actually will most likely earn more points. Most people will on lower difficulties per game. So it makes it a little bit simpler to do. Now, the best mode and game mode to go in to do this is mini seasons. Mini seasons is awesome for this because with your hitters and the parks that you can actually choose to play in, the stadiums that you can play in mini seasons, you can actually choose smaller stadiums that are allowed to be played that in ranked seasons, events, and Battle Royale. Also smaller than Play versus CPU and Conquest games. That's going to force you to play at certain types of stadiums. In the Stadium Creator build of the game, and where you do that, you can actually build smaller stadiums, drag those walls into 270 feet down the lines. You can make it a minimum of 350 feet to dead center and just make the walls the absolute smallest that you possibly can. Down here in the top line of the description on this video, I will go ahead and place, actually it'll be the second line of the description. I'll place the name of an awesome stadium made here by an amazing stadium creator in the game, AP Ballparks. And you guys can be able to download that stadium if you have a next-gen console, and you can actually play at that stadium as your home stadium in mini seasons. If it's a max elevation stadium with those dimensions, like I said, and you pretty much only have to hit a ball about 75 to 80 miles an hour in the air to be able to get it to go out of the park. So your home runs are going to increase. You're going to be able to hit 10 times more home runs in that ballpark than you'll be able to hit in any other parks here in the game. If you happen to be on a previous gen console, on a PS4, a Nintendo Switch, or an Xbox One, I recommend playing at either Laughing Mountain Park, which is a minor league stadium, or Coors Field, because the elevation is higher on those. All you got to do is get the ball in the air a little bit, and it's going to fly out of those parks. So those elevation numbers actually matter here a lot in MLB The Show. But that's the main way to get them the fastest possible way, playing through mini seasons with these cards. Last year I had 87 P5 cards here in MLB The Show 22. We're going to try to beat that number here this year. Like I said, I got the first one in that Yu Darvish here earlier today on the stream. This is, I'm telling you guys, this is an insane way to be able to boost your cards and make them a lot better when you're playing competitively online or even just having fun offline. So even if you're just an offline grinder, I did all offline last year. I didn't play online at all. We're back online today on the stream at 10 a.m. You guys catch me as we go through ranked seasons. We're gonna be working on paralleling some of these cards in there because that's where we're playing. You earn parallels in all those game modes that's listed in here in the key down at the bottom when you tab over to this parallel screen. But mini seasons is best for hitters, best for hitters. And for pitchers, on the other hand, like this Yu Darvish one that I showed you guys down here at the very bottom, that is going to be best for you guys to play in those play versus CPU games because it is insane. The amount of innings. When you get innings pitched, obviously you're getting 40 points per inning pitched. So if you're playing a 9-inning game, you're going to get a lot of points built up along the way. The more strikeouts you get, the better off you are for those cards as well. Now, you can also bring in other pitchers if you're working on them in a game. You can bring them in off the bench and maybe pinch hit for the DH or something. They might not get success rates like that, but a card like Ohtani that can play DH and pitch in the game is going to be absolutely insane because that one you're going to be able to work on hitting and pitching at the same time. So you're going to get double the possibility of points. So a lot of those guys that are two-way players and stuff in the game, a lot of the storylines cards, the Negro League legends that we have here in the game this year, you can work on getting them paralleled that way as well, because a lot of those are two-way players and you can use them multiple ways here in the game to make it a little bit easier for yourself. But that's it, man. If you guys have any questions, make sure to ask them in the comments. Remember that stadium that you can download by AP Ballparks, and you guys do me a favor, make sure to go subscribe to him here on YouTube as well. That guy is making amazing stadiums here in the game. Check out some of his other stadiums in the vault if you'd like as well, if you're on a next-gen console, and download those and check them out. He's also got the hangar and the prison yard that you can check out, and they're really cool stadiums. But hope this video helps you guys out. Y'all do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button for me. Subscribe down there to the channel, man. Subscribe. Make sure to catch me this morning here on the live stream at 10 a.m. Central. We're going to be on this grind, having a good old time here in ranked seasons today, and trying to make a dent towards World Series. But I will catch you guys on the next one, on the next video here, or the next live stream. Thanks, everybody. Peace.